This is the week with Joshua Johnson, January 9th, 2021.
Lawmakers are calling for President Trump's removal, and there are a few ways this could happen. He could resign, the 25th Amendment could be invoked, or he could be impeached for the second time. 180 members of the House are co-sponsoring the new article of impeachment, incitement of insurrection. The plan is to introduce it Monday. 3 Democrats on the House Judiciary Committee drafted it: Jamie Raskin of Maryland, Ted Lieu of California, and David Cicilline of Rhode Island. Congressman Lieu and Cicilline started drafting this article by phone under lockdown as a mob breached the Capitol. Congressman Lieu represents Western LA County in California and joins us now. Congressman, good evening.
Good evening, Joshua.
Can you even put into words what it was like to begin drafting these articles of impeachment while God knows what all was happening outside of your secure location at the House? What was that like?
After the momentary fear passed, as we watch in horror what was an attempted violent overthrow of Congress, Congressman Cicilline and I decided that we had to act, and we we're going to try to impeach the president again. So we worked remotely with Congressman Jamie Raskin in the House Judiciary Committee staff, and we started drafting the article of impeachment, incitement to insurrection.
What do you think the path forward is for this? Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has said that a Senate impeachment trial would not start until after the inauguration, so it would be a few days regardless. That doesn't necessarily mean it wouldn't happen or wouldn't be a meaningful process. It could still occur. There's no legal scholarship that says it would be moot after Donald Trump is no longer in the White House. But what's your sense of the viability of it and the timeline for it?
I'm very pleased that Republican senators such as Ben Sasse have said that he's open to impeachment. Senator Toomey said that what the president did was impeachable conduct. And I'm very pleased that as of right now, we have over 190 co-sponsors in the House of the article of impeachment. We will introduce this on Monday, and we first hope Donald Trump will resign or be removed by 25th Amendment. If that doesn't happen, then he will be the first president to be impeached twice by 2 separate Congresses.
How does Republican support look for this so far?
I believe that on a floor vote of this article of impeachment, we will get Republican support. What happened on Wednesday is an order of magnitude different than anything else. This was an attempted coup. It was a violent insurrection. Multiple people died. You can't just do nothing and issue sternly worded press statements as their congressional response. And when people look at it, there's really only 3 options here. Donald Trump resigns, or he gets removed by 25th Amendment, or we go to impeachment.
This week, the Republican National Committee met. They had their winter meeting in Florida. Ronna McDaniel won another term as the chairwoman of the RNC. And the New York Times covered this meeting and reported that nobody was willing to really hint at the president's role in inciting a mob assault. There are a number of Republicans now speaking out against the president who not that long ago had not much bad to say about him. So I wonder what your sense is about the future of this party, not just in trying to work with them on this article of impeachment, but working with them in general. It looks like the GOP could be going through a very weird time in the next few months or years.
That's a very good point. But when you look at the facts, let's just put into context what Donald Trump did. He told his supporters to come on January 6th, and he said it would be wild. He then gave an inflammatory speech in front of them where he told them that the election was stolen. He told them to stop this steal. He directed them to go down Pennsylvania Avenue and to go to the Capitol. And then he ordered them that you cannot take our country back. If you show weakness, you have to show strength. And they listened to his orders, and they attempted to violently overthrow Congress while we were going to accept the Electoral College results. That is sedition. It is traitorous behavior. And you have a number of Republicans reacting to what happened on Wednesday, saying this is way beyond what is not just normal, but it's criminal. And so that's why I think you're going to see a split among the Republican Party.
Before I let you go, Congressman, we've gotten a ton of response from viewers asking questions and sharing their stories about what they've experienced this week. I'd love you to respond to one video from one of our viewers. Here's what Dana wants to know.
Hi, my name is Dana Offenbach. I'm a filmmaker living in New York. And my question is, Historically, a failed coup has been followed by a successful coup. What can we as citizens do to make sure that history does not repeat itself?
Very good question, Dana. Thank you for sending that in. Congressman, before we go, what would you say to Dana?
Thank you, Dana, for that question as well. This is why Congress needs to take strong and swift action. That when insurrectionists violently attacked our nation's capital and tried to install Donald Trump as the next president, that Congress's response was not to do nothing. We cannot heal as our nation without first having justice. And that's why we have to have Donald Trump removed through the 25th Amendment, or he has to resign. Otherwise, we're going to impeach him. And by the way, impeachment and conviction also prevents Donald Trump from ever holding office again, and it will strip him of taxpayer-funded benefits like his pension, office staff, and so on.
Congressman Ted Lieu, Democrat from Southern California, I appreciate you making time. I'm glad you're okay. You are one of the people who we've talked about in terms of the increasingly diverse Congress that reflects more of the country. And so the idea of this happening at a time when Congress looks more like America than ever is not lost on me. I appreciate your time, and I hope you stay safe in the weeks to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Joshua.
We will have more of your reactions to this week's events throughout the next 2 hours, but feel free to send us more. Tweet us at TheWeekMSNBC or email us, theweek@msnbc.com.